Good afternoon and welcome to the Travel Show. This week, our travel correspondents are reporting back from the beaches of Thailand and a walking adventure in the Pyrenees Mountains. But first, many of you write to us every week for holiday advice, and perhaps one of the most common questions is, how much do I tip in other countries? Well, to help us this week, we have travel journalist Stella Swan. So, Stella, is there a rule on tipping that's true for everywhere you travel, or is it always different?
Well, the only rule I'd say is pay a tip when you are really happy with the service. I also tip the people who make a difference to my holiday.
How do you mean?
Well, if I'm staying at a hotel, I'll always leave a nice tip for the cleaning staff. They probably get paid the lowest wage in the hotel, but they are the people who look after your room, so you want them to do a good job.
OK, so which country expects the highest tips?
I think most people are surprised in North America, where 20% is considered normal.
That does seem like a lot.
Maybe. But in Canada and the USA, you also pay a little less at the restaurant and the hotel, but you get good service in return. If you don't get good service, then leave 10%.
What about in Central or South America? Is it also 20?
It tends to be lower. Around 10% is normal.
Yes, in my experience, 10% is fairly standard, especially in European countries.
I think it is. Although in places like China or Japan, it isn't common to tip at all. It also depends on where you are. So in the USA, you tip for everything in a hotel, whereas I wouldn't tip so much elsewhere. The other thing to remember is that many restaurants and hotels include a service charge.
Yes, I've noticed that. I was in a restaurant in India and the bill included 10%, so I didn't tip.
I think that's more and more normal in lots of countries, especially in places where there are lots of people from different countries. It solves the problem.